Hello everyone and welcome back to another screencast. This one again is on simultaneous equations. It's number 3. There is an additional one which is how they make it harder, but pretty much this is nice and easy. Another progression on, so only move to this one if you feel confident on the first two. Because if you feel confident on the first two, this is going to be a piece of cake, I assure you. You probably know this off by heart, but simultaneous equations are a pair of equations where there is more than one unknown. We've got x's and y's that we need to find, so we need to work with these together to find out those values. Help is on its way, it's here. So on this example, on these examples today, terrible English, Mr. Warren, but it's not my first language, is that we don't have any twins. Okay, we don't have those twins that are staring and glaring at us, and we have to create them. So the way that we do this is we look at the x's for a start. So can we turn 3x into 5x? Well, this is by multiplying, by the way. The answer is no, I can't. But can I turn this y into 4y? And the answer is yes, I can. And if I times that y by 4, I'd end up with minus 4y. If I do that to the y, I must do that to the whole top equation. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to times that whole top equation by 4, and if I did that, it'd be 4 times 3x would give me 12x. 4 by minus y would give me minus 4y, and 4 by 4 would give me 16. So now I've got an equation that's still balanced. Remember, I can do that to any equation as long as I do it to the whole equation, because it will still remain balanced. Then all I need to do is draw my equation underneath. And this is where, again, it's a little bit more difficult. Can we see now that our twins are already eliminating each other? So if that is the case, very, very simply, we just do as we're told. We can say 12x plus 5x gives me 17x. Minus 4y plus 4y gives me nothing. They're already eliminating, so I don't need to make that change. Because if I made the change, if I said that was a plus, then it would be 8y. I wouldn't be eliminating them. And 16 plus 52. Okay, so then what I do is I write that underneath. 17x equals 68. Divide both sides by 17. And we end up with x equaling 4. That is how easy it can be. If we don't have those twins, we can create those twins by multiplying the whole of the equation by 4. On the more difficult questions that we might cover later is we might have to multiply both equations, but on this occasion we don't have to. So now all you do is input that x value into the top equation on this occasion. Okay, we've done this before in the last one. We end up with 12 minus y equals 4. We take away 12 from both sides. Y equals minus 8, but then we've got to divide both sides by minus 1 because we won't have a negative. It's a negative y. We want to find out what y is, and we end up with y equaling 8. That is it. X equals 4, y equals 8. So hopefully the only change that you need to make is that we've got some repositioning that we might need to think about, but we also have that multiplying the top equation by a certain number. So it's very important now that you give this next one a go. If you have to, back in the old days we rewound tapes, if you have to skip back, then please watch this again and again. Maybe watch it 2 or 3 times. Make sure you've actually written this out in your book. That will definitely help you. We're going to move on to the next one. I would like you to do it. I'd like you to come back and see if you've got it correct. And if at any point when you come back you've got it wrong, then just correct it, pause the video before you then continue, because those little adjustments will make a big difference. But pause the video now, give it a go, see if you've got it correct. So on this occasion, we could turn the 2x into 4x by timesing it by 2, or we could turn the 3y into 9y by timesing it by 3. But whatever we do, we need to do it to the whole. So I'm going to choose to times the whole equation by 2, which will give us 4x plus 6y equals 4. And we're going to reposition our top equation in there as well. So that one's just moved along, hasn't it? So we've got our 4x plus 9y equaling 10. And we can see again that at the moment they don't cancel each other out, do they? If I added 4x to 4x, I get 8x. So we wouldn't eliminate them. So I need to change those symbols. So now we've got minus 4x minus 6y minus 4. So 4x take away 4x has eliminated that. 9y take away 6y gives me 3y. And 10 take away 4 gives me 6. Divide both sides by 3, and we end up with y equaling 2. Make sure now we pick either one of those equations, and then we take away the y and we input 2. So I've chosen to go for the bottom equation on this equation, because it's slightly smaller and slightly easier to work with. So we've got 2x plus 3y equals 2. But in reality, what we've got is we've got 2x plus 3 timesing by 2 equals 2. So let's put that in now. So we'll end up with 2x plus 6, won't we, equals 2. So we put that in. Take away 6 from both sides, and we're going to be left with 2x equals minus 4. Divide both sides by 2, and we end up with x equaling minus 2. And if we put those values in, let's do that now. I've got x equaling minus 2, so I've got 4 times minus 2, that's minus 8, plus y times 2, which is 18. So minus 8 take 18 take away 8 gives me the 10, and so I know I am correct. And that's how we do it, and that's how it's done. Fingers crossed that you've done very, very well. I'm sure you have. Now it's time for you to go and do this one on your own. Again, I've tried to pick a relatively easy one for you. Give it a go, come back and see if you've got it correct. So here we go, Answerville. We multiplied the bottom equation by 2, and then we worked through, and hopefully you all agree that was relatively easy. Well done if you got it correct. If you didn't, you already know what you need to do. If you have got it correct, go and write that revision card. Enjoy writing the revision card. Even if you don't enjoy it, try and make it feel like you enjoy it. Until next time, it's been a pleasure helping you with your maths, and hopefully you feel you've got a little bit better.